Hello, Master Tax here and welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to have another look at a battle from Art of Strategy, but this time it's going to be 1v7. If you're new to my channel and you enjoy what you see, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So before we get into the battle, I'll show you my turrets and tanks that I used for this. The turret I'm going to use in this battle, I'm using 5 flamethrowers, 2 MRL rocket launchers and 2 gun turrets. The tanks I'm using is an IS-4, a Super Conqueror Object 705 here, T110E3, Object 2684, STB1 and a Badger. So now let's have a look at the battle. It's the same as 1v1, you do get a minute countdown where you can position all your turrets and your tanks. So first I'm going to start with my 4 flamethrowers, and I'm going to position my first one down the bottom near the sea, just in case they push around the bottom. And there's a second one positioned if they try and push through the middle. The third one's up the top, just in case they try and push through this flank. And my last one's in a position where it will get destroyed, but hopefully it'll get some damage in before that. Then I've positioned my 2 gun turrets and my 2 rocket launchers at the back, which will be behind me tanks. Now I'm going to create 3 forces. One force is going to protect the south. Then I'm going to have a Badger which is defending the base. Then a STB1 and a Super Conqueror, which I'm going to push to the north because they've got gun depression. So first of all, I will try and select my Badger and then try and send him into the far corner. If you played this map, which you will have, somebody always tries to camp this corner. So I want my Badger to sit in this corner for us. So I'm going to try and send him up there. That's him sorted. Then I'll select my Super Conqueror STB1. I'm just going to position them on this ridge line for the time being, behind my second flame turret. And then my main squad, if I select them, I'm just going to push them down the bank. They are heavily armoured, so hopefully they will be able to bounce some shots. And hopefully they can whittle the enemy hit points down if they do push that way. But I do know that the bots, and really poor bots, so I'm not expecting much from them. So I'm just moving them down. And there you can see VZ55 spot. They are pushing down that way. Now I'm just going to select my Badger and push the Badger in the corner, because if you try and just send somebody to a position, they'll never actually get into the position you want. So I'm going to try and push him behind the bushes exactly where I want, and then I'm going to put him in defending mode. If you do put your tank in this mode, it will stop exactly where you activate that mode. So I'm just going to position him personally and then activate it. So he's in position, and then I'll click on the R, and now he's defender mode. And now I'm going to select the STB1, and there's some leopards here pushing. So I have lost the first flame turret, which I expected to lose, but now I'm just going to try and get some shots in and whittle these 2 down. It's really awkward when enemies are pushing from different directions. That's why I try to stop them with my main force the other way. But I'm going to try and get rid of these, and then if I can clear this end, then I can focus on the south. Hopefully my tanks will survive till then. So I'm just pushing forward with the STB1, Leopard 1, nice easy shot into him, pull back, great turret armour, so I did bounce the shot. It is all gold in this format. So I'm getting another shot into him and now pulling back. Now if you watched my video from last week, the 1v1, I really didn't like that mode. I thought it was really campy. Both teams tried to camp because it is really awkward trying to move 7 tanks at once, especially when they're poor bots. But this mode I quite like, it's not too bad. With the enemy being all individual players, it is really hard if you're expecting to attack. But what's not too bad is defending. That's all you can really do in this mode, just defend against them. And you do have help with all them turrets because the enemy doesn't have any. So it's not actually that bad. I found in most of the games that I played in this mode, the enemy do understand that they're the attacking team and you're defending, and they do push forward and you do have some decent battles. But the odd few games I did get somebody camping right at the back, and it can be really awkward sending all your squad in, especially if they're hiding in bushes and then just sniping you. But I have been quite successful in them situations as well, especially as long as I've got some turrets firing as well. So I've lost me STB1 and me force that I sent south. Me bots haven't done great down there. So my STB1's gone, and now I've selected the Super Conqueror, and I want to finish this Leopard off. He's just 2 shots. If any of me turrets could hit him, it would be great. He's running away, so I'm just going to turn around. I'm not chasing him around the map. I am just going to defend me base. So I'm going to turn around with my Super Conqueror, pull back into me base. Have only got 2 tanks left. The Badger that I positioned in the corner, which is in a really good position, and myself, the Super Conqueror. So there's a VZ55 trying to push in from this end. So I'll have to try and stop him. Hopefully some of my turrets can get shots into him. I still do have a few turrets. I've only lost 2 flame turrets. If you notice, when I positioned me Badger, I just positioned him in the bushes where I could have pushed him back a little bit so he was double pushed, but I also needed him to spot for this situation when all my team died in the south, which I was expecting them to. Just hopefully they've dwindled a lot of hit points down from the enemy. So I've taken a shot from that VZ55, but managed to get one into him, and he's pushing back. Can I get another? He'll be on a reload. It bounced, so just pull him back. What I want to do really is pull back behind this mountain, because it's a little bit awkward. I'm not sure exactly where that Leopard 1 is now. He was pushing away, pushing back, but I'm going to try and get behind this mountain and hopefully get me turrets working a little bit more. That's my best way to win this battle. Now I've been shot in the back by that Leopard 1. I was suspecting that he'll pull round and try and support his VZ55, and he has. So I'm just pushing. This looks like the easiest end. Super Conk was just a one-shotter, so my team didn't do too bad, unless it was all me turrets, me rocket turrets and me gun turrets that done all the damage. I am up on hit points, so I'm just going to play it safe and pull back behind this mountain again. See if I can maybe spot the other side in case that VZ is pushing up, or the Leopard 1. The Leopard 1 looks like he's taking out my flame turret. Hopefully he's getting some damage in before he got taken out. So I'm just pushing to the corner, see if the VZ's pushed forward. The problem is, when I get to this corner, if the Leopard 1 is on the top in the bushes, he will outspot us. But there's no hurry. They do have to try and break me. That's how I see this. So the VZ's relocated behind us. So as the Super Conqueror went this way, as the Leopard 1 trying to push in. And I was right, the Leopard 1 is at the back. He's took me ammo rack, so I've quickly repaired that. And now I'm pulling back. He's getting a second shot into us. I did take a blind shot into him. Not sure if it hit though. So I'm going to have to be careful now and just keep behind this mountain. So I've been spotted again. Is it that Leopard 1? It might be. So I'm just going to peek this way, see if the Super Conqueror or the VZ is pushing up here. I'd be better off this way, being hulled down. So I'm just peeking around this corner. I don't want to go too far though and get taken out. And there they are. Super Conqueror one-shotter. He was my best option, so I've taken him out. The Leopard 1 looks like he's pushing in behind us. So I'm going to try and turn around. He does have less hit points than the VZ55, and one of my rocket turrets is hitting the VZ55 for a lot. So I'm just going to push round, see if I can spot the Leopard 1 for me turrets. Looks like he's repositioned, pulled back. I'll have to watch because he can take us out in one shot. Hopefully I can get him while he's pushing back. I cannot spot him, so I'm pulling back a bit. See what the VZ55's doing. Is he pushing round? You can see how wary I am. Keep on looking both ways. There's nothing worse than tanks coming from 2 different areas at you. You just want to try and channel them all to one direction. So I'm just going to push around this corner. I know if he comes behind us, if the Leopard 1 comes behind us, hopefully the Badger will get the shot in. So I'm just peeking around this corner for the VZ55, but I'm not going to push too far. So I've been spotted and taken out. Suspect it's from the Leopard 1. He is the Leopard 1, he's down the south. That's a good relocation, but he's been taken out by one of my gun turrets. So 1v1, me versus the VZ. I'm up on hit points and I know that VZ is taking a lot of shots. So I'm just sitting in the corner seeing if he's going to push into the carp. I'll not sit here very long, I'll try and relocate. Now that I've lost all my other tanks, I can just focus on this Badger, and I do have support in my turret, so it's really in my favour. So I'm going to try and drop down low, and there's a line of bushes just to the end of this little ravine that I'm going to try and peek through. I should have the DPM to beat him as well. Might take us a couple of shots, but I've got full health, so I can take a few shots. So if he pushes in this way, I should be able to spot him and at least get one shot in for the time being. So I'm just cresting the ridge, and there he is right in front of us. He hasn't spotted us, so I'm getting a shot into him. He should have kept on pulling back. He's going to stop and fire at us, and I should take him out. And he's taken out. That's the victory. I'd like to thank you for watching today's battle. This is my last video on Art of Strategy, as it's finished at the moment. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and comment. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom left hand corner. Cheers.